I'm Indian by roots, so it really interested me how our country gained its independence, and it was pretty surprising how calmly he changed the British monarchy.
For you, what was your biggest obstacle in finding out information about science?
In finding out information,
In your research?
it was actually not that hard because a lot of biographies were written about him, and he himself had his own autobiography. I think my obstacle was actually trying to fit all the information into different volumes.
And how did your thesis change from when you first chose your topic of Gandhi to your completion?
First, I thought I should say why he was so great and what he did only in India. But then I realized we should really apply his method of effort today, and even simple things like bullying. If we don't raise a hand, it's always the opponent that will look bad. So it came to other nations too.
What was your most important primary source?
His autobiography. It really gave me an idea of what he thought of himself and his opinions on India.
Well, you mentioned how the topic influenced history quite well. What surprised you? What did you find surprising about Gandhi?
That really his perseverance and how just the fact that when they slapped him on one cheek, he showed the other, and he didn't raise a hand on anybody.
How did your thesis evolve from the time that you started your research to the point you actually started some of the project?
First, I thought it should be only about India and like how he helped them. But then I realized it's more how the other nations were also inspired, and we should really learn from him today.
And how would you expand your research, or how, if you were to grow this project, use it again, what else would you want to look at? What do you think you did?
I would want to go to India and actually see the places where like the Amritsar massacre happened, or places like that.
Did you have any family members who that you were able to either talk to or able to pass down what it was like for them being in that time period?
A relative, like, I was more aware of how they were treated and what life was like with speaking English, and you know how most of the words, like, they don't say gas, they say petrol, and that came from Britain.
That's it. Thank you.